Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm taking Bard to play against Aurelion Soul. I went ahead and got an epic relic slot on him because apparently Echoing Spirit is very good on Bard, and since I already have that relics, I thought I might as well get that on Bard right away. It will, if it's good on him. Unlimited power. Your first spell list each round costs 10 less. That's interesting. We can go for a more spell heavy deck. And it also will be good with all of our champion spells at the very least. Okay, so I think we want to toss the Bard. Let's toss the Minimorph as well. Even though we get discounts on it. So I think the idea is to try and survive until turn 4. And then we just start spamming Traveler's Call. And we win off of that. Okay, that's unfortunate that he had both sources of removal in hand. Okay. We still have some plays here. If only the chimes had landed on the Banana Blaster, we would have been able to kill Ezreal right away. But as it is, we can't, so I think just trying to block is the correct choice. This is fine, I believe. Getting some damage on the Ezreal makes it easier to kill with our other cards. Ooh, this is a very big Bard we're about to drop down. The fact that he is leveled up is also great. That means now we can just go for Traveler's Call and hopefully buff him up like this. Okay, that's fine. Some decent buffs on our units. Well, at the very least, now we can't just remove them easily. Or he can't just burn us down with units, or rush us down with units, I should say. Let's go ahead and eat that one. What else could he have in hand? He could have a lot of things. I think I'll try and kill the assembly bot as well. We rolled lifesteal on the Banana Blaster, which is very nice. That's something I found while playing Bard, is that when you get lifesteal, your game just becomes suddenly a lot easier. Let's go ahead and attack like this. We have a bunch of Cosmic Owls, just in case. I guess we'll use them, trying to push for lethal by buffing the elusive unit. Perfect. This is actually my first time playing with the Echoing Spirit on Bard, and I have to say that it appears that our units are bigger on average, at least compared to the other runs I had previously. Traveler's Call with Hero's Call, drawing a unit and then drawing another unit. That can be good, right? Just more draw increases the likelihood of us landing some chimes. Now the real question is, what else do I want to get? I've had some success before with Udyr, but is it the right choice? I mean, we had one of them for free to our hand at the start of the game, so it can't be that bad, because at the very least it doesn't take up a card slot. Smooth Soloist, Spell Chest or Shop? I think Smooth Soloist is a good choice, and Swain with Unstable Inventory is a bit easier to deal with than Karma, so Swain it is. Let's see. I think maybe we should keep the Minimorph and we toss the Stone Stackers, keep the Vulpine Wanderer. We can go Vulpine Wanderer and then put the spell on that she generates on her immediately. Oh, that's unlucky for us. It's a definitely high roll there. But we can take the damage. Let's make it a 4-4, shall we? It's not like I can do anything better with my turn. Shaman's Call. Actually, that can be good. I think I'll go for that right away. We want more health, so she survives the attack. And I guess we'll do the same for the elusive unit. Esmus, Breath of the World. I don't know the names of these cards. Well, now at least we have a blocker for big units that he might summon. We can get Bard down next turn. Udyr will come down leveled up. We're in a commanding position of this game. Do I want to go for a Traveler's Call right away? Sure. Let's see what we hit. I think now we're basically guaranteed to always hit the Bard when we use a Traveler's Call. Let's drop down Udyr. And I guess we attack with everything. Not like there's no reason not to. No targets for that, which is nice. Let's go, Traveler's Call. Really, is that how it works? because it already was cost reduced, the stance swap didn't get a further reduction in its cost. That's interesting.
Lead us to victory, Grand General.
It's fine. Can go for it here. We'll also drop down the Starlit Stag, the bigger one. And I guess we just try to Cosmic Traveler's Call every turn, just to grow our board. It's unfortunate that we didn't get the lifesteal to top us off after this game, but I don't think it will be necessary. There's no way he survives this.
Routes closed.
That's a lot of big units. Now we've only had a way to dump cards from our hand. That would be nice. But I guess having a full board of huge units will have to suffice. Is decking out a concern? Perhaps. Origami Slicer, Tusk Speaker, Double Agent. All players draw one. I'll go for the Origami Slicer. I want to test if the Voidling Shell does anything with it or not. I'm curious. Your spells and skills deal 2 extra damage. That doesn't synergize with anything we do. I guess Cosmic Call will deal 5 and Ram Stance will deal 3. But considering how board centric our deck is, I don't think using Ram Stance to deal 3 to everything is beneficial to us. So reroll. And we reroll into the same thing. Again, Yip's Genius. When you summon a 1-cost ally, grant it +1/+1, a +2/+2. That would work with our bird and the Angry Hellcats that we generate. Cosmic Inspiration. Your created cards cost 1 less. I think that works with our deck. The bards that are generated from the Echoing Spirit are created, right? So are the stance swaps. Sure. And the Traveler's Calls that come from them as well, right? Ash or Caitlyn? Ash can be very scary, so we'll take Caitlyn instead. Caitlyn is still scary, but significantly less so for a deck like ours. Okay, so... Okay, this bard costs 1 less because it was created by the Echoing Spirit. So I was right. What do I want to do? I think I'll just drop this down. And I have to let him attack me. I think Bard into Shaman's Skull is the play next turn. And we buff up our Bard. That's great that we're hitting that Bard. let's go ahead and, since he already has Overwhelm, we'll give him regeneration and we'll also give him +2/+2. Maximize the amount of stats we get out of this. And now we can start attacking. Caitlyn's blocked by Bard, so that's fine. Udyr with lifesteal. I want to keep him alive for as long as possible. I think Boar Stance is the play. It also levels him up. Oh, it also levels up Bard. I didn't realize that. Then we can just start playing Traveler Skulls every turn to buff our units. I do suppose we have flash bomb traps in our deck, but they're not that scary. Is there anything we want to drop before attacking? I think I want to try and play this one first.
Suspicious activity detected just outside the station.
Stay on him. Backup's on the way.
Well, since he dropped an elusive, I might as well go ahead and do this. Try and heal it.
All part of the plan.
Perfect. Okay.
Setting up a roadblock.
He's shuffling a lot of flash bomb traps in our deck, but it shouldn't be that relevant. Also, we're full HP now. What did I want? I wanted Overwhelm on Udyr. Make it easier to kill him. The opponent, I mean. So, 45 Shimes in our deck. I still haven't gotten down how the Shimes work when you draw them. I had 45, I drew 4, now I'm at 52. Is it 2 Shimes per Shime you draw? But that doesn't add up because I was at 45, right? I should have gone to 53 Shimes. If it works the way I'm thinking it does. I guess the math doesn't matter as long as there's more Shimes in our deck every time we draw one. Okay, this is the perfect time to test out the Origami Slicer. Does it give a keyword? It doesn't, so the Voidling Shell is bugged, just like it is on spells. Well, it doesn't matter. It still might be decent in this deck, just to give a bunch of attack to an Overwhelmer.
Our rage is beyond your control.
Okay. Bursting Backpack. Considering how much we draw, Bursting Backpack can be a dumpable card. Healer or a shop. I'm going to be greedy and go for the shop. Endurance. Endurance is decent. So I'll just take it and be satisfied. See, there it is, Voidling Shell on a spell. Completely useless.
I would cut down the opposition.
Fiora. I'll need to keep a Minimorph if I draw one. Do I even... Perhaps I want to aggressively mulligan for one. I'll just keep the Bundle Commando as a decent 2-drop to play. None of those are a Minimorph. Challenger and Tough this round. I guess this contests that somewhat decently. And if he's not going to attack, that's fine by me. Okay, that's perfect. That's the out we needed for the Fiora. With that down, we're in a great position. Let's go ahead and get lifesteal on this. I'll go ahead and get Overwhelm as well, why not? Instead of going for the basic +2/+2, the Overwhelm is slightly better. I want to drop down the Hungry Owl Cat. I think I'll wait on that, just because I want Fiora to go ahead and be summoned, and then she'll pull something with the Fiora, and then I'll Minimorph the Fiora, and she will die. There. Perfect. Now, unless she has another Fiora, I just win from here. Let's stance swap Udyr. No, Bard. Bard has Challenger. If he drops another Fiora down, the Challenger Bard can pull it. So it's better. No. Nothing, really. That's weird. Why does this Hero's Call cost 3 instead of 2? Let's get rid of it. Then swap. Just as a way to protect. Actually, we can just go ahead and do this. Deal 1 to everything. And end the game. I didn't realize he was at 1 HP.
Our rage is beyond your control.
So that's the first mini boss down. Considering the way things worked out, I'd say we're on track to beat Aurelion Soul. Luck Lever, I'm pretty sure that just levels Bard on summon. Let's do something I should have done. Duplicate. Duplicate's a scary power for him to have. Perfect. Battle Senses, Enfeebling Strike, Reset. Perhaps reset. It dilutes our deck a little bit too much, so I don't really like it. But Feral Senses clutters up our hand even further, and Enfeebling Strike is not that great for decks, so I guess reset it is. Arena Mecha Caster, item chest, gold chest. I guess the gold is fine against Zoe. Well, at the very least it's not the Galio Zoe. I think that version of Zoe is a bit more annoying than this one, just because that Zoe can just high roll you because she has Focusing Crystal as an item, and then she just grows way too much and it's hard to deal with her. Sure. If she tries to go for the moon glow.
A little luck for those who need it.
Okay, she doesn't. She doesn't go for the moon glow. In that case, sure, I think it's worth it. We prevent damage, remove the Zoe right away, and place some Chimes in our deck. Let's drop down our Bard. Let's just a casual 814 right now. I'll go ahead and give our Bard Overwhelm. And I'll also buff up his stats. If he blocks here, Bard I can't. Bard is elusive. But either way, Bard levels up. So now I can start popping the Traveler Skulls.
Wisdom lies that way. Probably.
They say these are from the protector.
That's bad. Now the Scholarly Climber can kill Udyr. How do I want to do this? I think just going for the board stance on Udyr is enough to save him, because he levels up and gets bonus stats. Then the extra health makes him a bit tankier. Of course, he just takes the pass from me. I guess we're Traveler Sculling. Try and get some units. Seems like a bit of a waste, but I really want to get more units on board. So we're killing that with the Banana Blaster. Oh, that's nice. Revive all allies that died this round, then rally. Well, I guess that's no longer playable this turn. Equinox, really? Well, it's not like I need the Banana Blaster to be big to kill you. I can just kill him with Bard, with Elusive.
Our rage is beyond your control.
So From there we get some gold. And hopefully we're coming up on a shop. I don't want more card draw. I think I have enough of it as is. Starlit Stag with the Philosopher's Stone. Not great. But I had no better options and I didn't feel like using our rerolls. I want to save at least one for the epic shop before the last fights of this run. Let's toss everything. I'll keep these stone stackers. This one was created by a Queen Spirit, so he's playable next turn. Chrono Break. I'll drop down the stone stackers. Try and create a bit of board pressure. I can kill that right now by using the Chrono Break. But is it worth it? I mean, that thing will steal one of my cards. How good can that be? It's not that good, right? Let's pass. Okay, that's scary. Lounging Lizard with double attack. I guess Chrono Break here is fine. Just because I can start attacking with Bard right away. So let's drop down Udyr. We have a stance swap in hand. Udyr has lifesteal. Oh, that's perfect. In that case, we want to make him big. Let's attack with Bard alone, since Udyr might die to Tem. I should have pulled the Lounging Lizard. Perhaps, but I didn't want to take the damage on the Udyr. With Bard leveled up, I can just start casting Traveler's Call to try and bait him in. Okay, I guess he will not play the Acquired Taste. In that case, yeah, this is fine. I can block the Camp with the Bundlewood Commando. Udyr has lifesteal, so I'm not concerned with health. Let's just start playing the Traveler's Call, buff up our units. More. Oh, we didn't hit any more chimes. That's unfortunate.
These jewels are more
But still, now Udyr is large enough to kill Tamkench. So, this here, I give everything else. I even managed to get Bundlewood Commando with lifesteal. Really? In that case, let's try and buff Udyr up enough to kill the Tamkench. That was a whiff, but I think we can get a hit. Just have to go again. Okay, we are 3 off. We are 1 off. Come on. And we hit it. And we also hit the lethal on the opponent. Perfect.
Our rage is beyond your control.
Shut up, Udyr. You barely did anything that game. But it's definitely the real carry in this team. Lonely Shime Slime, Minimorph. I think Lonely Shime Slime's decent enough. Spirits Unleashed. Fixer Upper, definitely. I guess one copy of Spirits Unleashed can't hurt. We might decide to play one of it eventually when we have Udyr on board. Herald of the Magus. Or a shop. I've never seen this encounter before. Herald of the Magus supposedly is a Zerath supporting card, so I don't think it will have synergy with what we're doing, because we don't care about landmarks or landmark destruction. Viego with level up is seen with unyielding determination. We'll go for the Viego. Both fights are decently scary, so I'll take the one where the opponent takes a bit more time to get online. Let's keep the Minimorph and we'll toss everything else except the Bandlewood Commando because it's a good 2-drop. Impressive. I'm pretty sure I only... No, actually I have 2 of these. Never mind. I was about to say it's impressive we got this thing twice. That's a high roll for the opponent, if I ever saw one. I guess I'm using the Minimorph here. Well, at the very least I'll be able to drop down Bard next turn. Really? Just like that, you get a Nocturne. How much can a person high roll? Well, at least now we can sort of trade with the Bard. I guess I'll drop the Angry Hellcat. Maybe he'll get buffed up on board. Oh, of course, I forgot about the Fixer Upper. In that case, yeah, this is perfect. And now I'm not that sad about trading the Bard off because we have Chrono Break. In fact, I might trade off the Bard just because of it.
This is our path.
If this works the way I intend for it to work, then I'll play Chrono Break and then Stance Swap will go down to 0 mana. Yep, Stance Swap is now 0 mana, which means I can go for a stat increase on Bard just so I can attack freely. And now I can just go ahead and attack with everything. If he kills the Hungry Hellcat, I don't care. Because I have another one. And that one will get buffed up as well to a 5-5. 5-4, I mean. Really, we are not hitting a single one of our Bard's Traveler Skull. That's interesting. That in a deck with that many copies of a card we hit none of them, but it's fine. We still managed to win.
The gods have spoken.
Now let's see. I guess more Vulpine Wanderer. More copies of cards in our deck are always better than just random cards that are not in our deck. So Power Rift, Defender of Tomorrow, draw +6 cost spell from your deck and refill your mana. No, that's not good. Vengeance with 4 cost and Mr. Thrift. Mr. Thrift doesn't really do much, so I don't want him in our deck. Traveler Skull, Starlight Stag. I want to avoid cluttering, probably. But then again, with how much times we're drawing, Mr. Thrift can be very good. So we're taking 2 copies of it, and then we're cutting a card from our deck. And the card I'm cutting is the Starlight Stag, because even at 3 mana, it's just a bit too expensive for what it does. I can give my units Overwhelm with the stances. So I don't need to have a unit that has Overwhelm by default. And the Spell Shield's nice, but it's not like it's a high priority unit, so it doesn't need to have Spell Shield. We're tossing everything but the bird. I think that's correct. We want some playable cards. This one was created by Echoing Spirit, that's perfect. We now have our little fodder unit to get transformed every turn. I'll take the 2, I can do it. Can take the damage. It's the strongest unit, transform the player's strongest unit into a 1/1 Skirl, so in that case I'll hold the Stance Swap back and try and get that one. It's the cheapest option. This one, okay, no, that one will be transformed. But still, which of these bards is preferable? I guess they're both the same, so Bard it is. leveled up immediately thanks to the fixer upper power. And okay, those are some pretty good hits. Let's go ahead and give Bard Overwhelm. And I think instead of trying to just take the Tamkench, I'm going to go like this. I was trying to bait him into blocking that one so I could rally, but the opponent didn't take the bait. What do I do here? I'll drop down the Udyr. And now I can buff up Udyr. Now he can block anything if he attacks. Why would he attack like this? What's the point? I don't know. I guess we're giving the Origami Slicer to Bard just because he already has Overwhelm. And the Origami Slicer can get pretty big. Let's see. Come on. A lot of chimes. That's not a lot of chimes. I mean, it's still decent, but I wanted a bit more chimes. Let's go for the attack then. Transform it. Oh, that's unfortunate. We won't get the rally off. Oh no. It's this thing. And I have no way to get it off the board. I mean, if she's not in a deck with that has synergy with her, she's not that scary, right? Let's get some Overwhelm on Udyr. And then I think we're set. He has 5 HP, 1 card in hand, and I'm pretty sure he has no way to win from this position. Okay. Anything else? No? Good. Now let's see how big I can make my units, shall we? If he even tries to do something. Okay. Let's go. Just play every card. Oh, there's the Mr. Thrift. Funny. Well, that's the second mini boss down.
The gods have spoken.
So, from this position, we have a epic shop coming up. Boiling shell, sure. Let's get some random keywords going for Bard. Higher education, memory game. Higher education with the amount of cards we're drawing is perfect.
Your loyalty will be rewarded.
Azir with duplicate. That can be very scary if he eye rolls. Also, I need to be prepared to deal with two Azirs. I'll toss both of those. I don't think they're needed. One Mr. Thrift. Good. I want to start shuffling right away. Okay, that's one of the ones that's created, and that one as well. Perfect.
Sorry. Wrong turn.
Let's go ahead and get the Mr. Thrift down. He can block into the Sand Soldiers pretty decently. Really? Well, in that case... Vandalwood Commando, sure. And I end my turn. Now, he will drop Azir 100% of the time. And I won't be able to attack with Bard. Maybe I will. Depends a bit on the keywords.
You need not follow, but you will witness.
Actually, it doesn't depend on the keywords. What am I saying? Bard is huge. Just by default now. Because of the Black Cleaver. Sure. Let's Traveler's Call. Really? We didn't hit another Bard. Okay, that's what I wanted. So, Rise is going to attack with a full board. Actually, no, he won't attack with a full board. So I guess I'm just worried about taking 4 here. That's fine by me. I just need to get one unit with what's it called? Lifesteal, and I'm fine.
Undying Boar.
Does Mr. Thrift have any influence in in how fast the Sham stack up? I think I was at 30 before I drew that card with a Shime. Let's go ahead and Bursting Backpack first. Want more Shimes in our deck. And now I'm going to attack with everything. And I have 60 Shimes in deck. 66 now.
I have risen and witnessed Shurima.
Wow, that was a fast level up on Azir. I don't think it will matter, but let's see, 66 Shimes in our deck. Now it's at 71. I can't seem to figure out the math on this thing. As long as the number of gems goes up, I suppose I shouldn't concern myself too much with it. I already said so before, but I went back on my word. Bundlewood Commando with Mana Deposit or Bursting Backpack with X-Tech Fabricator 2. Rare items. What are the rare items? They're pretty decent. But more Bundlewood Commandos. I'll take more Bundlewood Commandos, especially if they're free. Share the bounty. When you target an ally with a single target spell, copy it on your weakest ally. We're buffing up all of our units, but we're not really targeting them. I mean, we're targeting them with the stance swaps. So maybe we'll get some value off of this. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Anything else I want from this? No. Let's use one reroll, just to see. None of these are good. A little bit of a waste, but it's fine.
Sure you can handle me?
We're nearing the end of the run, so I don't think we'll have a lot more opportunities to reroll. Just 2 more. And just one reroll is enough to last us until the end, I'm pretty sure. Toss everything, I'm keeping the Cosmic Binding because he can drop Misfortune right away and I don't want to get attacked by her immediately. So let's drop down the Volpine Wanderer. He actually has a Jack right away from his power. Very scary. I guess I'm using the Traveler's Skull right away. I mean, there is no Shams in my deck, so I shouldn't. So I won't. Jack's scary. Minimorph's great. I think I have to go Minimorph on Jack because Jack's significantly scarier than Misfortune is.
I slay horror
What?
and I smile.
Nyla. Okay. He skipped on the attack. That's great for me. What do I want here? Do I want to drop down Udyr first? Or do I want to attack first? I think I want to attack. Just because he can't do anything about it. Besides that.
Keep fighting
Now.
dead on the ground. My kind of plan.
Now what? I'm going to go ahead and use one Traveler's Skull. Buff up our board a little bit. And I'm going to drop down Udyr, reduce the cost of the stance swap. When each round, the first time we play 6+ cost spell, copy it with the same targets. I don't think that deck runs 6+ cost spells. We'll buff up our board, make him big. Right, that gets doubled up. That's pretty big because that also contributes toward Udyr's level up. Now instead of being at 1 out of 3, he's at 2 out of 3. Uh-oh. Can you stop high rolling. Let's go ahead and minimorph that right away. I don't want to deal with the aftermath of a attack from Mordekaiser. Are you going to attack here? No. That's odd, to say the least. I guess he really thinks that attacks against my board are not worth it at all.
Have I frustrated you? My kind of party.
Make it rain. Well, let's see if I can high roll this or not. Actually, let's go like this first. It doesn't matter. Let's go for the buffs. Come on, high roll. Is there any way to heal here? Unless I hit 3 more chimes on this thing. No. Let's go for it. 3 chimes on this guy. Okay, we did it. Not with chimes, but with our attack gain from the draw. I guess I had the rally effect afterwards, so I would have been able to kill right away after that block, but still. Finishing it in one turn is a lot funnier. I don't want to increase the cost of the Asmus, so I won't. I mean, it's always 2 no matter what, and it only gets better from there. Sure. There's no way that comes back to bite me. To screw me, I should say. No swearing on this channel. Let's toss everything. Keep the bird? Yeah, sure. Let's keep the bird. Bundle Commando. I can go Bundle Commando. Into Asmus. Actually, Asmus free right away. Perfect. That's very nice. So, Bundle Commando. You won't attack because he's scared. And in that case, I can just dump my entire hand. Oh, I can go for an Asmus, or I can go for the Bard next turn. I'm going for the Asmus. And then I'm replacing something on board with the Bard. Traveler Skull, that's what I want. I have a massive board, and he has nothing. So let's drop down Bard here, over this guy. He levels up, and now I go for a massive attack and kill the opponent. Apprehend. Jerk. Block this. If I get lucky, it just dies. Actually, it just dies because this is 5 and I draw one card. So he always dies. Unfortunate for him. Bart doesn't even say anything. He knows he was the reason why we won that game with all the buffs. Vampiric Scepter on the Stone Stackers. We still have them, so I guess buffing them up a little bit doesn't hurt. Now let's see if we can eye roll against Aurelion Soul like we did last fight. Depending on what he gets here, he can completely shut us down. I guess I'll keep one Minimorph just in case. Origami Slicer, Stone Stackers. Unfortunately, we draw Udyr of our normal draw.
Shroud the world in wings.
That's concerning. We definitely got one of the weaker draws we could get. We won't even be able to get Bard down right away.
Shows them where their spells can help.
I hear the cosmos howling through her.
This is the only one that gets the stuns right. So in that case, if I Minimorph it, it should be fine. Problem is everything else. I'm doing this just to delay the stone stack, delay the Aurelion Soul at least for one turn. Don't tell me we're just going to lose off of this. We're going to lose because I didn't high roll the opponent into oblivion.
Majesty.
Mama's home.
I have to block this. I guess I'll block this thing as well.
Sorry. Wrong turn.
He will level up the Aurelion Soul right away. So we're pretty much screwed. Unless Bard saves me somehow. Try and buff up the Bard further. Let's also get an Origami Slicer on him, why not?
I'm the forger of stars.
He definitely got the Aurelion Soul down significantly earlier than he should have. And that was my undoing this game. I can guarantee that.
Baddies beware. Mama's got a gun.
leaving legends. I suppose with the Heimerdinger he doesn't get as much value as he could have, but he just has access to infinite removal now, and I have nothing. I just die next turn. Oh, falling comet. The fact that he got the cost reduction was duplicated was definitely the reason he won. And I drew terribly. I couldn't even get Bard down on turn 3. Come on, end your turn. Well, come on, do you really need to rub salt on the wound? Just attack and be done with it, dude. Come on. There we go. I could have surrendered, but I'm letting him finish me off. Well, now I know. No keeping the mini-morph. Just try to mulligan aggressively for a high rolly hand. Like the one I had in the Darius game. This kind of fits. Yeah, it kind of fits, right? It doubles up on that. I'll go ahead and drop this down. That's perfect. Let's get that going. Let's go ahead and drop Bird, so I have more chimes in my deck. Now I'll go Bard next turn. And then I'll go Bard into Bard's spell. Actually, I can even go Underwood Commando. And then Bard. And then we'll go for the spell from Bard. Back here. I want to buff up the Bard. This guy can pull here. If I high roll with Bard, the Gangplank just dies. So come on, high roll. I guess I didn't high roll, but Bard just kills that guy. And he removes my board. And Nivea. Nivea's scary. And he's doubling silence, that thing that I wanted to use to block a Nivea. Sure. Let's try to buff up the Bard with regeneration so he can attack for free. Let's jump block here. I'll block here. I can block here and here, right? I mean, then sure, I'll block like this. I can actually level up Udyr with this. Now I have 2 big units. Next turn he will drop down the Aurelion Soul. That's a guarantee. And that's a Cyan. How do I want to do this? I guess we'll attack with Bard, attack with all of my elusives, and I just hope to draw enough gems to buff up everything for a kill. This is a kill, let's see what he does. Double spell shield on that. And I win. Okay. He definitely eyeballed me in that first game. But we brought it back. But it was way harder than I thought it would have been. But I guess he had duplicate, and duplicate's very good. It's just with the way we're crushing all of the other fights, I thought this would have been a lot easier. I guess I was just wrong. Now we won. So tomorrow we're definitely trying to take on Lissandra with Bard, just for fun. This level up gave me Minimorph with double time, okay, that's good. And stamina 2 plus rare chance. It will be somewhat relevant against Lissandra. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.